We're not going to get the justice until we first start opening up our hearts and learn how to love instead of all this hate going on. We are back. Another Moorish Mud show. Yo, it's Juneteenth, so we got to get a little political, okay? They say the slaves was freed Juneteenth. Shout out to the Republican Party, the party of Lincoln, who freed the slaves. Look, if you don't know too much about politics, I got my pocket joint right here, if y'all don't know. Yeah, it's leather bound and all of that. Yeah, you get a little glimpse of that. Can they see that right there? Is that good? Right there? This is the Declaration of Independence as well as the Constitution of the United States of America. So we're talking about the Republican Party. Shout out to Lincoln, who was a Moor himself. Yes, y'all can go back and look at the political cartoons, all the jokes they made about Obama. Guess what? Lincoln went through that first. They experimented that on Lincoln, okay? The beard, the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't getting into all of that, but the point is, when Lincoln wrote the amendment, the 13th Amendment, there were 30 sections that existed that were supposed to give the rights, the land, everything in order back to the original Dandadas that first put the game on board. Yes, the Moors, Morocco. The United States of America got its jump off from where? Morocco. Where is Morocco? In Africa? The Africa you standing on right now. Morocco, right here. That Morocco over there didn't get that flag until 1950 something, y'all. So you do the research, okay? It's Juneteenth. We talking about freedom. Are we free? Free. Look like we free to be fools. It look like we free to be crazy. It look like we free to be monsters. But I don't see no organization as far as us even knowing ourselves. These people that are so-called free are still bounded by these black codes. We still doing the black codes. We still calling ourselves an adjective, a word that describes something. It's not a noun. Black is not a person. Black is not a place. There's no Blackula that we come from. And we say we black because we come from Blackanese or Blackatonia or Blackistan, you know, near Russia. The Slavs, you know, because we was the Slavs. And, you know what I'm saying, slave come from, they calling y'all slaves and slaves come from Slavs. That's a nationality of people. Moors. Wake up. Y'all got to cut this out. This is simple science, political science. We have to learn how to read better. This Constitution, this Declaration of Independence cannot be read without a Black's Law Dictionary. There are words in here that look like English. It's not English. This is a contract. Contract. We can hold any and everyone accountable when we learn how to enforce the contract. We got free, but what free to do what? What did we get? There's 30, I'm gonna say it again, 30 sections that was written by Lincoln, a Republican. Sound like the party of the Moors to me. It may not be the party that it was then in the 1800s, but it can be the party that we need it to be, because that's what we need to be. All we have to do is affect this government. Our government, though, because there's two seals. Y'all keep following the eagle, the preposition of the United States of America, but the Great Seal, y'all already know what that looked like. Let's stop playing. Y'all know what that represents. That represents this, the all-seeing eye. Our ascendants. This Constitution was scribed from Muslim law. Moroccans came with the original law. The European hybrids that came in rewrote it and congealed the whole thing together. For instance, something you may not know. Let me just read Article 6 real quick. This is real simple. Real simple. Simple stuff. Watch this. All debts contracted and engagements entered into before the adoption of this Constitution shall be as valid against the United States. Against the United States. Under this Constitution. As under the Confederation. All right? This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made, or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land. And the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. I'm going to stop right there. We got treaties that came before this Constitution, before they even got here. We going back to 1492, 1493, the Doctrine of Discovery, 1493. When the Pope wrote the edict that said, hey, we can go wherever we want to go, and if they ain't Christians like we are, we can say they're savages, take their land, and enslave them, which they've been doing around the world, the Unum Sanctum. Shout out to the Vatican. Shout out to the Pope. Pope Francis, I'm hearing some things. You know what I'm saying? You shutting down the Doctrine of Discovery. You telling the people to give the land back. I hear y'all saying stuff. I hear it, but I don't see no actions. Why? Because they're trying to give us a gift and we don't know how to receive it. Because we're not in our proper person. We're not thinking with the minds of our ancestors, our mothers and forefathers, foremothers and forefathers. We're not thinking like them. We got to get back to the law, y'all, and enforce the law. We don't enforce the law, that means we're lawless. That's why you're black. So Juneteenth, are you black and red, black and green? No. Your flag is red with a green star in the middle. There ain't no black in that. Red flag, green star. Ain't no black in that. We doing the red and green thing. Are we free? Juneteenth? I see people celebrating, barbecuing. Y'all going back eating swine, potato chips, 4th of July. Y'all doing what they doing. It's a dual type of nation that's happening here. Let the eagle do what they do. They got their capital, District of Columbia, 10 square miles, where their jurisdiction is supposed to reside within their 10 square miles. They're not supposed to come outside and affect the states like this. Every state is has its own constitution. Y'all supposed to know this too. Wherever state you living at has a state constitution that coincides. We have to enforce the law. But first we have to know the law in order to enforce it. We keep getting caught up in this racism thing, and and the police, and they doing this stuff. Because you're not enforcing the law, because you're not in your proper person. If you were in your proper person, the divine energy, the deer, the eagles, all of this stuff will come in like the force and save you and deliver you from evil. We're not even calling the Most High in the original ancient names and words in which we used to speak. We still using this English, trying to call on something with a J and ain't there. That don't even exist. We never said that. Our ancestors did not pray like that. So we're not honoring our mothers and fathers, so our days will be long on this earth. That's why we getting killed. That's why y'all getting killed. That's why y'all getting smoked. This is why Moors are so adamant about not calling ourselves black, because that's the curse. When you give up your bloodline, blood rights, any of that, call yourself anything other than what your ancestors were, you might as well say, devil, come over here and do whatever you're going to do. Where's the law to protect you? It's right here. Did you read it? Do you study it? Do you teach this to your children? Because your children can learn this at 6, 7 years old. Just because you didn't know it growing up doesn't mean you can't pass this information down. And I tell you this, everything that I know, your preachers, your community leaders, your Masonic orders and all the people on high places, they know this information. They've been paid to not teach this information. We got to get back to the temples. Every Moorish science temple. I know it's Masons and all type of people up in there too, but y'all got to understand something. If we don't get our minds right, this planet is going to change drastically. We are here to save the world. It's not going to be one man. And it ain't going to be no one man coming down from and yeah, I got the power and then y'all got to see it to believe it. We are under attack because we are not protecting ourselves because we don't know how. We give too much power to the white man. Oh, that's the white man's law. That's the white man book. You the white man, fool. Read your Black's Law Dictionary. Look up free white persons. You're going to see Phoenicians in there. You're going to see Slavs in there. You're going to see Moorish in there. You're going to see every identity that you can identify with. Because you are the people of this land. We are the landowners. I'm talking about all these indigenous tribes. I'm talking about this was a republic at one point in time. But where's our capital? Where's the capital for that part? The Great Seal. Well, it's in Philadelphia. Because Philadelphia was the original capital of the United States of Morocco. America is just a derivative of Morocco, Morocco. We allowed our European counterparts to wage a mental war on us. And that's how we fell off. That's how we lost our divine power. Trying to be out here Juneteenth, y'all eating Lay's, potato chips, and hot dogs and nonsense, and keeping the swine in your system. Okay, that's cutting off all your power. That's the kryptonite. You are a powerful people when you choose to be. And I'm not talking to all black people, no, because some of y'all scoundrels and need to be doing whatever y'all doing. I'm talking about to the ones that want to be upright, that want to get back to the plan. We have a manual. Noble Drew Ali even came with a manual. Shout out to the prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Circle 7. What's up, Mom? What's up? What y'all gonna do? There's holy mounds around here. We supposed to be praying at, taking our shoes off, touching the ground, and getting into the ancestral energy. That's what's gonna protect us. It's not gonna be no white Jesus because they made him up. Anytime you get on the white Jesus, even calling that whatever that is, Jesus means justice, just so you know. But I'm talking about the Roman, oh my God, whatever the sissy looking dude, you know what I'm talking about with him. Come on, man, we ain't moved like that. That's some Roman stuff, man. That's Romantic, Constantinian crack they cooked up and they serving us and y'all getting high off it every Sunday. And that's the first day of the week. That ain't the Sabbath. Your math is off, black people. So are you free? I got to ask you again. You really think you free? And you doing everything the current slave masters are telling you to do. Just like Kanye say. It seems like it's a choice to me. You could choose to be free. You could choose to be a slave. You could check white. It's options, ain't it? Every time you see the little option boxes and yeah. Try checking white and see. First, read what white means. White, free white persons. Start checking white and see how people treat you. Learn up, man. Get fast up, man. You see how beautiful I look when I put this on, man? See, I got my white on today. You know what I'm saying? Wednesdays, Mikael Day. What we doing, y'all? Are we free? Juneteenth. Did they really free you? Or did they give you some story about, oh yeah, it started in Texas and then, see, we didn't even know we was free. Man, cut it out, man. There were Moors who had slaves. Yeah, it wasn't a black and white thing. Y'all got to get out of this racism thing. There is no race. It's only one race on the planet, man. It's the human. Your problem is you have been fooled into believing and giving your power away to people who are taking your birthright, calling themselves white. They ain't white, they black. We white. White. You looking at the white man, and his hairs on his head will be white like wool. Eyes with the flame of fire. Remember that? The burnt brass skin. Remember that? They're telling you who we are. The lamb's wool. Come on, let's stop playing. Let's deal with this. Yahudi, the Hebrew, that's us. We're the bloodline. That's not a religion. It's a people. Hebrew Israelites, I see y'all, but y'all still in the blackety black and still into the whole point of what that old book is, but that book is really new. That Bible y'all read from, come on, man. You can't say we the black version of the white people in the Bible and we gonna go take over Israel. Israel's really ours. Man, stop. Isis, Ra, and Il. That's a priesthood. That's a trinity. Read more. Please read more. Read more. If you don't know, you got to look it up to believe it. You're going to look at it, you're still not going to believe it. The facts are, all of this can be proven. All of this can be tested. I'm only speaking nothing but the truth. It's in these books. When you read it, then you can get the freedom. Then we can talk politics, people. Then we can talk about, oh, Trump and Biden and the... Man, we could walk through all of that, go through Hague, go through the United Nations. The whole world owes us a debt because we helped shape the world. Outside of here, Manchuria, China, Russia, all of that, they still got treaties with us from long times ago. Y'all just haven't read the treaties because they're not going to talk to black people. They're not going to give you that information because black people don't have any loyalty. Now, the Moors... You start grabbing your ancient Moabite, you know what I'm saying? Cake, put that on your back. Put your turbans on, sisters. Put your fezzes on, brothers. Some sisters, you know, Eastern Stars, y'all wear the fez too. In private. Why y'all sneaking? Because you're not free. Y'all playing a game. And this earth is getting ready to change. It's going to try and kill everybody if we don't wake up, y'all. Quit playing. Let's get free and stay free. Let's be free. Let's teach freedom. Let's teach love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. Because that's the order. It's a divine order. Justice is last. We're not going to get the justice until we first start opening up our hearts and learn how to love instead of all this hate going on. The light skin versus the dark skin, the old versus the young. That's staying Willie Lynch going on. How is Willie Lynch still going on? We supposed to be free. And we celebrate. What we celebrate? And how are we celebrating? We should be celebrating by reading and studying. Study more. Islam.